Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager and the London Greens. Today, what have we got on? Well, we've got two cup games again. So last time we had two cup games, of course, we won one of them, we lost the other. And in the cup, we've got to play the Whistlers, who are one of the, I think, only two teams in the league who have beaten us. We've only lost 3 games this season. Every single time we've actually managed to score. There has not been a game yet where we have not managed to score, which is quite impressive, actually. Which I've only just kind of realised, but that is quite impressive. Either way, we start with a match against Woodley, and we are actually about to load up into that match. We have not had anything on whether Tustain is going to stick around with us. We've sent that offer off. If we look at his transfer status, we can see that Chabert and East Oxford have also put in offers. It's up to the player. There's nothing we can do about it. He wants me to go high lane of engagement. That's not needed right now. This is the team we're going to start with. The only change from, I think, the starting 11 that started last time out, is that Ryan Mason is getting an opportunity on the left wing. Of course, now Ruben Mason's name is Ruben Mason, Ryan Mason over there. That's the only change we're going to make. And of course, we've also got Jay Wood, another centre-back, who covers the back line that we're kind of just having a look at. The work rate hopefully will not be breaking the non-negotiable. It would be very annoying if it does, because in the particular skills that we need/want, Jay Wood looks like a pretty solid player. But we will find out. Okay, into game one. Now, I have started to have a bit of a feeling, and it is typical of me, that I was thinking last season, or perhaps even the season before, I was chopping and changing and making too many edits in the games, and I was thinking, well, after a certain amount of time... Oh, Frith puts it over. After a certain amount of time, I was thinking, okay, you're doing too much. You know, to myself. That's what I was like, I am doing too much. You're doing too much. To myself. This season, I actually mentioned it in the last episode. I said, I'm liking... Oh, have we been given a penalty? We have. Go on, Hillier, slot this one in, make it 1-0, and we'll start... Yep. Start the episode on the front foot, 1-0. Milo Hillier grabs a good goal, and we're going to go for a calm down because it's an early goal, and I always do the same thing. I say calm down, keep our heads on, and keep going with a very good start. Obviously, 1-0 up, lovely stuff. What I said last episode, I did mention it. I said I like the fact that we've got our game plan. I like the fact that we've got our game plan. We start with our game plan. We send the players out there and we trust the game plan as much as we possibly can. Yes, we might concede. Yes, things might go wrong. Yes, we might have to change things up. But we try and trust the game plan, and we trust the players to execute the game plan. So what is the game plan? Well, it is the 4-3-3 positive possession with shorter passing tempo, shorter directness, trying to play out from the back, keeping the ball for relatively high possession, making sure that in transition we do not get hit on the counter, and we're not really looking to counter. We're looking to just control the ball and keep things controlled for the most part. And then out of possession, the reason we start with a standard line and a mid block is so that if we need to, we can push up higher. We're still pressing. We're still trying to win the ball back. But if we need to, we can go higher. We can try and put more pressure on the opposition rather than just kind of start with a high line. Oh no, we're 2-0 down. What do we do now? You know, I much prefer having that to fall back on rather than start, like I say, starting with a high line and then just hoping for the best. So, is there any way we can... It doesn't really look like there's any... No, there's not. It's going to have to be Ricky May. Ricky May comes on. Ricky May is a pressing forward. who is going to get a lot more minutes than he would have been expecting. And that is, well, that is unfortunate. Because Takeda's a very good player, but a red injury like that, an injury that stops the game dead and makes you sub them off, is usually a bad one, usually a tough one, usually not one that's going to go away easily. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, well done, Abdullah. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay. What I would very much hope for is that we could try and go... Oh, whoa! How has that gone in? Come on now. How has that gone in? Oh, disallowed. Price was offside. I'm really not sure how Price could have been offside. I'm really not sure how Price could have been offside because the ball was being crossed from like here and potentially even went backwards. So I actually kind of want to check this. So Mason runs up the left. Number 11 is Price, by the way. Can we get this off the screen? Yeah, he's come back from an offside position. Never mind. But this is this is really not helpful. Come on now. I'm literally trying to look down in this corner. Not helpful at all. Okay, never mind. I'll go for the demand more. They're putting a bit of pressure on now. We're back to 1-1. I do not understand how that's gone in. Look at the XG on that. I mean, it just like looped up and over the keeper somehow. Like, what's happening there? Either way, you've definitely, you can definitely see we've been pretty strong in this first half. Possession is with us. Chadwick on the free kick. Shoot or cross? Shoots off the bar. It's not. Is that disallowed? It's not disallowed. Sam Price is on the score sheet, and that one is going to count. So this is a weird one because obviously it's bounced off the bar. Abdullah's like been tackled / is making a tackle, and it's just obviously fallen to Sam Price, who does put it away, which is very, very good. You know what? They can have a praise for that one. Hopefully that'll get a nice, even, positive response from the boys. We'll drop to balanced. No, we'll keep it on. We'll keep it on where it is. Let's make a slightly interesting change, and it's gonna be Kolodinsky off for Ephraim. I'm gonna add that cam into place because I actually want to see if we can grab another goal and finish this game. Make it 3-1, make it 4-1, and then there's just no risk of some kind of comeback, some kind of, dodgy goal or whatever from Woodley. Because I'm looking for the 3 points here. Let's take a look at what the table looks like at the moment. So we move up to second. Holyport scored 6. That's outrageous against a team that are actually above them. So well done to them. And look at that. Since we've added that cam in, we've had 4 bars of momentum going our way. Make it 5. Do not concede from the corner now. Only just over. Okay, anyone needs a break? Got a 6.5 from Terrace, so we'll make that change. We've got a 6.4 from Ricky May. But again, Ricky May is a substitute. Isn't a starting striker. Shouldn't be coming on after 15 minutes. We've got Takeda. We've got McIntyre for that. So the fact that he's come on, and you never know, maybe he'll put one in. You never know. 6.4 isn't the best, however. So, we want to maybe try and do a little bit better than that. Either way, we've really done well today. Let's ignore that. The Whistlers have conceded. So they are now 3-2. They are, of course, outright first place by 1 point at the minute. We've had a very solid second half. Look at that. We got the goal early. Of course, we had another goal ruled out. But since then, it's just been all us. And that is full time. trust in the game plan, and then actually adding that cam, adding that another midfielder, another attacker. It kind of worked. It wasn't. We definitely had more momentum. We didn't really convert that into chances, so to speak, but we did play well. Okay, and that's good. And that's actually kind of a little bit of pressure off. Takeda is injured for, okay, 5 to 6 weeks. That is a significant injury. Chadwick and Hillier are finally getting... They're getting a connection. That's awesome. Okay, McIntyre is back. I think McIntyre was... Oh, my word. Sween's injured for a significant amount of time. Broken ankle. Takeda, twisted ankle, so not as bad. Melbourne, injured. Holcroft, injured. We're getting a little bit... We're getting a little bit hit by injuries here. But the very, very, very good thing is that was a win in the league, which is my priority. It has to be. We want to get promoted again. We want to keep marching up the divisions. Okay, what have we got here? We've lost Takeda through injury. That's fine. Woodrow, that's fine. Relay's making traits. That's all good. They can complain all they want about the individual training. You are being trained on things that need work. So just stick with me, okay? Just stick with me. All right. We've got 9 days until our next game. Let's get to it. Okay. We have the scouting. And believe it or not, the non-negotiables are there. The non-negotiables are there, and I'm very happy about approaching to sign Jay Wood. I think squad player would be a good starting point. Look at that, isn't actually asking for an outrageous amount of money. So I'm going to go to 425, suggest, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that because look at that, covers the back line as well. So if Jay Wood is willing to accept this and join the squad, I think he becomes the 30th player in the squad. And that is a full squad according to my own depth chart. So anyone else we want to sign as the slow improvement, the gradual, the steady improvement of the squad continues. If we do bring a player in, then a player has to move out / move down to another squad or something like that. Corby Testain doesn't fancy it. That's fine. That's fine. We save the money, and it looks like we're getting a pretty solid signing in Jay Wood, provided he accepts, provided he says, this is where I want to be. No, we're not letting Alexis Boulay go anywhere. Sam Langstaff is still on our list as a left back to bring in, but we're actually okay on left back. There are still a couple of players complaining about the training. I mean, at some point, when do I bite the bullet? When do I accept that they are just not going to be happy and let them have their way? Is that something I can do? Is that something I should do? I don't know. He wants me to play Alexis Boulay, Ephraim Sprawley, and Ricky May. Interesting. Sprawley can probably start on the left. I'm okay with that. Ephraim starting on the right. I'm probably okay with that as well. Ricky May starting in the middle is probably a no-go. I'm probably going to put McIntyre in there instead. We are still waiting on a reply from Jay Wood. Doesn't look like it's going to appear before this match. And there's the trial ending, so it's I don't even know. You've got to make a decision at some point, lad. Do you want to be with us or not? Do you want to come on this journey or not? Because this season, well, it started pretty well. Oh, there's another team in offer. Can we see like kind of the status? Can we see the offers he's being sent? I don't think we can. I don't think we can see the contracts that he's being sent. Because I suppose if you could, then, you know, that would be rather sneaky. Okay, in we go. So we're going to do that. Click that. Let's go. And well, McIntyre is starting. Yep, that's fine. Sprawley on the left. I'm okay with that. Ephraim on the right. And Alexis Boulay. Where are you? On the... There you go. So who do I want on my bench? I've got Stefan Clark, Connell Jones. You know what? Cooper can go on the bench for Sam Price. This is probably a good idea in terms of rotation. And then John Jones goes in for Ricky May. I am really happy that Finley Chadwick and Myla Hillier are getting some chemistry in the middle of the park. There was obviously seasons ago, ages ago, and I do mean that so long ago, when we had a team that really did start to build up together, and we had arrows across the park in good ways, which I want us to kind of keep doing and keep creating these connections. Oh my word, that's gone in! Finley Chadwick from all the way out on the right-hand side of the box wraps the left foot around it. It's right in the corner. It's hitting the bar. It may even hit the keeper. It's gone in from a distance of an XG of 0.02. And that is how you start in a game where, you know, even a 1-0 win would be enough to go to the next round. Yeah, there's a pass on. Doesn't take it. Out wide to Boulay. Boulay get it in the middle. Yep. Sprawley far post won't go. They've cleared it. Abdullah comes forward. Might shoot. No, gives it to Hillier. Kolodinsky. Of course, because our DM position is still kind of not fully okay right now. Ephraim, what a save. Yeah, that's actually still a position we need to look at, isn't it? And that's why we were looking at Tustain as well. We might have to try again. We might have to do another scout and try and find a DM to fill in. There is Kolodinsky. I think there is actually more in my depth chart as well. You know, Connell Jones can do it. Hillier probably can move back as well. So it's not like we are complete. Oh my word, that's such a good pass from McIntyre to send it back to Chadwick, and somehow we've not found the back of the net. We've started very well here, even with kind of like a little bit lower on the possession. It's actually ticking up towards 50 now, and hopefully it will continue to do so. But we are generating chance after chance, and there it is. Ruben Mason makes it 2-0. The boys can have a praise for that one. Lovely work, really good work. Makes it 2-0. And I'm very impressed with that. It's a good header. It's in the corner again from Ruben Mason, the only Mason on the pitch. And now look at that. Look at the... we've got some green appearing. Abdullah actually lost it for a second there, and then it came back. But we are 2-0 up and looking absolutely golden to go through to the next round of the... This is the Vase, I believe. Oh, Chadwick's taken a knock. Yes. Oh, I can't make the change just yet. Sprawley whips it in. Goes just over the bar from... Is that Hillier or Kolodinsky? It was one of them. We'll make that change. Jones comes in. But when Chadwick is in there, Chadwick plays as an attacking... advanced playmaker on attack. Can Connell Jones do a job for us? Let's see. Would be very good if he could. Oh, Hillier from distance. Oh. He's actually surprised me there, because I would have thought the shot would be, you know, it's from here. I would have thought the shot would be going into this corner like that. But he went across. He went back that way. Oh. Oh my goodness. We're peppering the goal. But we can't score. We're stuck at 2-0 at the minute. McIntyre out to Ephraim. Look at the space he's got. Go round your man. Go, go, go. He's got it back. He whips it in. Connell Jones into Sprawley. Back to Jones. All the way in. Ephraim, far post. Oh my goodness, how are we not scoring here? Ephraim back to Alexis Boulay. Shoots it again. Blocked. Ephraim all the way out. Ruben Mason is now going to have to collect. And he does. And we go again. Hillier forward. McIntyre into Ephraim. It's got to be a goal, surely. Off the post. What is happening? And now Thames Head are moving forward with the ball. Abdullah makes a brilliant intervention. How have we not scored? We've had 15 shots in the first half. What? That is a bit of a joke. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest Kolodinsky. I'm going to bring Jones on. We're going to move him up top. And we're going to go into our more attacking mindset. Well, not really. We're not going into attacking, but we're adding that extra attack. Because I want to see Jones play. And also Kolodinsky is our only DM. So kind of somewhat protecting him isn't a bad idea. We've hit the woodwork again. There's only one team playing football out there right now. There's only one team getting the ball in the opposition box and asking questions right now, and that is us. Our corners are clearly a weapon. Our throw-ins are a weapon. Our team are very, very good. And I'm very proud of the way we are playing. I'm very happy that my game plan attitude has changed and improved. Okay, next time the ball goes off, we'll make the change Stefan Clark for Alexis Boulay. Because Boulay just got a yellow card. Sprawley up the left-hand side. Oh, sells the dummy. Goes. Jones tries to get it. Ephraim. Find someone. Find someone. Jones. Sprawley. Oh, my word. How have they made that save? It's a brilliant save. Okay, Stefan Clark comes on right back position. Terrace is that complacency? It is complacency getting in there. I don't really like that. McIntyre into Terrace. Makes a good pass, to be fair. There we go. That's fine. 20 shots, 10 on target, XG of 2.2. Of course, one of our goals was from an XG of 0.02. So, explain that. Do your best. I can't. Sprawley's won it. Jones to Jones, into Hillier. Back to Abdullah. Of course, we've also got Jones in goal. We've got D Jones, C Jones, and J Jones. Grant goes long. Terrace collects very nicely into C Jones, into J Jones, into Abdullah. Simple pass. Good. Good. There we go. Now that was one heck of a pass from Gerard Sprawley. Abdullah gets it, goes into C Jones. Tries to find a pass forward here. Doesn't quite get it. Just goes back. Oh no, he doesn't. Goes into Sprawley. But that pass is incredible. I thought there was another pass back to Abdullah before it went into Sprawley. But that cutting through the defense, just absolutely incredible. We're going to give the boys another praise. And let's see if we can play all the way from the back. Myla Hillier goes round his man, finds Jay Jones. Out wide, Ephraim's there. Good. Loses out. We can try and win it back. They've actually played through us really well there. They have. But the shot goes wide and it's another shot and it's actually off target. So they've only had 3 shots, none of them on target. 20 minutes to go. I mean, this is... I mean, you don't really get much more dominant than this, do you? And I'm not even really talking about the scoreline. You know, you can have a 7-0 or 10-0 and stuff like that. We had an outrageous 10-0 earlier in the preseason, of course. But this is a competitive game where they haven't had a shot on target. So the fact that we are 3-0 up is great, and that is somewhat dominant. But just look, the amount of chance, like this could be 7-0. And when you've got a game like that where it's only 3-0, but it could have been more, you just kind of know they didn't have a chance. We woke up, we chose violence. They don't have a chance. I'm not a biggest fan of my centre-backs both getting yellow cards at the end of a game here when the game is done. You don't really need to be collecting yellows at the end here. Well done, McIntyre. Gets on the score sheet, makes it 4-0, and probably, I don't know, maybe that will upgrade his match rating to take man of the match. I'm not sure. Who played the pass in? So into Ephraim, and then Ephraim finds McIntyre, and McIntyre just hits it straight away. Bottom corner. 4-0. And becomes 8.1, so Sprawley's actually the best 8.4 here. Come on now, wake up. How are we letting that happen? How are we letting that happen from a corner there? But we've got the win. Very, very proud of the lads there. Very, very dominant performance, like I say. But a little bit of a switch off. A little bit of a, wake up. Needed, maybe. I'm going to say. I'm thinking so. And back into the menu we go. So we win in our second round there. Turned it into dominance. We absolutely dominated. 4-1, obviously 25 shots to 8 is crazy. So, ooh. Thames Mead, not Thames Head. I said Thames Head. That's my bad. 2 assists, but 8 key passes for Gerard Sprawley. How many? He's played a lot for us, hasn't he? A player that's just genuinely started with us. Played 25 games out on loan last season with a very good average. 5 player of the match performances. That's really good. I mean, all of these numbers kind of imply that Gerard Sprawley is a player to keep in your team. Just like the stats are good. Good technique, good first touch, decent crossing, so in general, somewhat flary, not very flary, but somewhat flary. We're trying to increase the dribbling stat. It's at 6 right now. We're trying to increase it a little bit. Okay, so next up is a game in 3 days' time to the Whistlers. We might have to rotate a little bit going into this one, so we might have to put out a slightly weaker team. But also, what we can do is we can check the schedule after. Oh, look at that. See, look, that's exactly what I mean. We've got a bit of a gap. So what we can potentially do is play players who are on heavy, match load, potentially. Let's see who we get in the cup, in the vase, sorry. Looking for... Oh, there we are. Oh, Basildon United. And they've got an actual badge as well. Okay, fair enough. Cool. So the Brighton Ropes game has been rearranged. That's Saturday the 17th. That was on the 17th, so it's been moved to the 10th. So it's actually been moved forward. So was there an empty week that it's now moved into? Potentially. If it was on this week and it's just moved 1 week forward, that's okay. That's not really a problem, is it? Okay, so is Jay Wood going to answer? Is he going to say where he's going? Because that's a transfer we're currently... Okay, you know what? No. Why does it do this? Why does it do this? I just hit the button 4. I just hit 4. There we go. 85. What do you mean? There we go. Now can I do it? No, There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult, but there we go. Okay, I've upped the offer a little bit because I do want to try and bring him in. Okay, let's go back to our players in range. These are the players in range available. So determination might be a problem. I think Sky rejected us last time. But let's see. Because we do need a DM, and these are obviously stats we're looking for. I think you're more likely to be 400. Like, what is... Okay, that's fine. Signing on fee, you can have 150. That might be good. Okay, let's see. They might want to loan him back. We're not going to answer that. I'm not even going to acknowledge that, really. Lots of strikers here. There's no A+. Oh. There's an A+. Work rate's good. Teamwork's good. Determination's okay. Quick. Pretty quick. Covers left back. Technique's okay, but not worth that much. I'll make an inquiry and we'll just see what they say. I don't really want to loan him back, because if the point of me bringing in the DM is that I need another DM, I'm like, now, because of injuries, because of Olafsson, because of this, because of that. I'm not really going to loan him back, am I? So there's Sky. I'm gonna say Sky. I don't think that's correct. I don't really... Well, I don't really know. I'll be honest, I don't really know. But Sky doesn't sound like I'm being mean. They want 24. Is he possibly 24, right? Like, what about him screams 24,000 in worth? Like, I'm not really seeing it. I'm not really seeing it at all. To be honest, to be frank, I'm not seeing it. And therefore, I'm not buying it. Okay, we're at the fixture. That's an actual FA Cup game. That's not our fixture. That's a Vars game. That's not our fixture. Here is our fixture. Of course, last time we played the Whistlers, we lost. And, oh, look at that. We're actually lucky. It doesn't look like anybody is on heavy, which is brilliant. That's good. Okay, Jones, I think, is probably, like, deserving of another opportunity here. Let's go with Cooper on the right. Ephraim stays on the bench. And Howard in for Connell Jones. Stefan Clark still covering the back line. Any other changes? I don't think so. There's not really any other changes I can make other than Boulay, Pavey kind of at wing back. The centre-backs are pretty locked in. And Kolodinsky, again, is pretty locked in because Melbourne can't play. Holcroft could come in, but I don't really need to risk a not fully fit centre-back in a game, in a cup game. It's also just like the Challenge Cup game. It's not the Vars, it's not the FA Cup, it's the, well, I guess I want to say League Cup, but obviously the League Cup is its own tournament as well, which we're not in yet. But it is the League Cup for the league that we are in. And the interesting thing is, of course, we've already lost to them once. How do we respond to that? So they're letting us have possession. Okay, we've managed to get a few shots off. I was going to say, like, we haven't done anything with it, but we are starting to. Okay, Chadwick with the throw-in. Goes to McIntyre, loses out. Stokes sends it long, but Hilliard jumps. Kolodinsky, Mason, out to Cooper. Just kind of regathers there and resets, which I like. And now Frith will find Cooper. No, goes on his own. Finds McIntyre. No, Chadwick. I mean, look, the ball has bounced around. I would have thought Sprawley on the left would have just had a shot. Just absolutely put the laces through it. Try and find the back of the net. Comes back to Chadwick. I'm talking here. I'm thinking Sprawley there just has a go. Comes back to Chadwick, who does have a go. It's really well blocked. And then just bounces around, and Cooper does what sometimes can be the hardest part which is reacting quickly to an open net, or reacting quickly to what seems like an easy opportunity. And I'm not just talking football here. I'm talking sport. I'm talking that overhead smash with the other player on one side of the court, and you've just got to hit your spot. And that spot could be the entire service box, but you've got to hit your spot with a clean strike and win the point. No unforced error. I'm talking about, I don't know, the three in front of the posts at the end of a game. Dang it! At the end of a game to make the gap 8 points. Something like that. I'm talking about taking a single. We need one off the last. So I need to hit a clean strike and take a single. Something like that. Oh, what a ball. How? What a save. That's an incredible save. That's an that is. I can only applaud. Because that was an incredible save. But in attack, you can clearly see we are functioning very, very nicely. Yes, we'll make that press. Because look at these numbers here. McIntyre only 6.7 because getting on the end of those chances is inevitably going to fall to him. And if the build-up play doesn't quite get there, then he's not having as many chances. But we are so dangerous from set piece, and we are so dangerous in the air with our headers and with our defenders getting forward to do this. Terrace gets round the back post. Colliver, good effort. Doesn't make it 2-1. I'm going to go for a calm down, which mostly gets positive responses, except from Chadwick again. Just get to half-time, lad. Just get to half-time. Go on. Just get to half-time. Come on, there we go. Lovely. Okay. Chadwick has taken a knock. So that is actually going to somewhat force my hand. So Hillier's going to drop back. Howard's going to come in. And Ephraim or Jones. I'm going to go with Ephraim in the center of the park. Howard is, of course, still going to be playing that same position. In fact, maybe you move out wide and then Cooper goes up. You know what? That's not a bad shout. Cooper goes up. Or is it the other way round? No, Ephraim can't really do that. Okay, Cooper goes up. Cooper in at striker prefers to be a pressing forward, a poacher. Put you as a pressing forward and on attack. Howard's there, Hillier's there. And we've got one substitution in the bank, and it's probably going to be Stefan Clark if one of the back four picks up a yellow card. But we are, well, we're winning. And as things stand, we are in control. Shots on target and things like that are very, they're relatively even. Oh, Luke Frith with the ball in. Does well. Greengrass clears it. Uche will try and get on the end of that. Does manage to, and will play it forward. And maybe we are defending here rather than attacking. Looks like we are. Nope. Abdullah. Lovely. Howard. Oh, gets taken out. Maybe we are defending. Back they go. Hogden. It's a good ball. It's a good ball. And Travis Stokes, that is his second goal of the game. We're clearly struggling to contain Travis Stokes. But we've got possession. Oh. It's gone wide. We've got possession. We've obviously put on another attacker. So I'm going to tell us to go attacking here. Let's see. Well done, Terrace. No one reacting in the middle there is a little bit frustrating. That should have been one of yous. Should have been picking that up and then turning and we go. Okay, again, possession is still very much with us. I just want us to go a little bit more direct. Try and get this ball up the pitch a little bit at the end here. It's a lot of momentum against. If that keeps going, okay, there we go. Fine, we've done something back. Can we just grab something? Can we grab a goal and then just run away? Just run away with it. 85 minutes to go. It's been very up and down the second half. Look at that. Just whoa, whoa, whoa. Do not concede. Go on, please. Avoid it. Just knew it. You just knew it. Off we go. Full send. We got to go. Full send. Otherwise, we're out. McIntyre will chase. Johnson will just put that out, I imagine. McIntyre, what are you doing? That's an absolute brain fade. Why? The Whistlers have done us again. They're clearly a bogey team. I went attacking. The yellow card obviously made us change as well, but then Chadwick's injury also kind of made us change. It wasn't easy. Collapse. It wasn't really a collapse, was it? Look at the XG, 1.3. They scored 3. We had a better XG. It's collapse. All right, whatever. Okay, unfortunately, we are out of another cup, and it is the Whistlers who beat us again. So when we play them in the league, and we will have to play them in the league again, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do them. Let's say it now. Okay. We're not letting Bule go out on loan, so we just got to stop trying to do that. We're also going to reject that as well. Okay, cool. All good. So when we take a look, of course, look, we're out of the cup. We're out of the FA Cup as well. We're still in the Vars. That's good. We still continue. But this is what we're worried about. And the Whistlers are top of the league. So look, there is a reason they are top of the league. They are clearly a good side. They've only been beaten once, and it was by Ottershaw, who, again, I think we drew with, or did they beat us? No, they beat us as well. So Ottershaw, again, look like a good team. There's a long way to go in this season. 30 league matches, and however many Vars matches there are. It is not done yet. Next time will be, it will be 2 league games, followed by another cup game. And they all look like they're pretty well spaced out. We've got Saturday, and then a Wednesday for the Cray Valley game as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. 2 wins, really good. 1 loss, not so good. It seems to be the way of this season is that we get a couple of wins and then a loss, and then a couple of wins and then a loss, and a couple of wins, and can we try and turn some of those losses around? Until next time.